る。 Okay, hi. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Yep, must be okay. I wanted to play Tsushima, but apparently I just found out I need to download an update, and it will take many hours. So maybe tomorrow. 800% difference in loot quality. On easy. So usually in Diablo-like games, I play either as a mage or an archer. So I guess not a soldier, definitely. There is a high elf mage. And the Dwarf Slayer. Wood Elf Scout. So it may be Scout or Mage. But there is also Engineer. Maybe a Mage. I don't know if I will play it just once. Or 10 times like Diablo. I doubt it's so good I will wanna play it 10 times. My cat attacks me. Okay, let's try a mage. Elven magic is known to be among the most dangerous weapons in skilled hands, and Alantir wields it with rare dexterity. Adept at discharging torrents of pure magic onto his enemies, he is able to combine his powerful spells to control his opponents, thus devastating their ranks with ease. The High Elf Prince. Alantir was exiled from Althon and now travels the old world in search of redemption. Proud and arrogant, he has become a master in the magical arts. Wait a second. Okay, I'm here. Let's see. I guess Tomb Kings is like DLC. Oh yeah, chapter 5.
The High Elves of Ulthuan are masters of the winds of magic, and none are more renowned than the High Princes of Safri. You were born to a life of great power and privilege, destined one day to take your place among the Archmages at the Tower of Hoeth. The arts of magic came easily to you, but as your skill grew, so did your arrogance. A rivalry with another student at the tower spun out of control, culminating in a magical duel that left your rival dead and one of your teachers crippled. As punishment for your recklessness and disobedience, you were banished from Ulthuan until you had atoned for your crimes. Cast out with nothing but a few magical tomes and the clothes on your back, you journeyed to the old world in search of adventure. At first, the news of the Chaos invasion meant little to you. Your people had been fighting the Dark Gods and their armies for thousands of years. But then you learned that Teclis, Hoeth's greatest living archmage, had come to the old world to offer his support to Magnus and the Empire. Believing your moment of redemption was at hand, you rushed north to join the Imperial army. Magnus accepted your offer at once, glad for another mage to battle Kul's sorcerers. As the day of battle dawned, you were determined to prove your worth or die in the attempt. While Teclis shielded Magnus from the enemy's spells, you fought Kul's sorcerers and demons with all the skill at your command. By the time the battle was over, you were a hero. Magnus offered you a place in his retinue, a position of tremendous power and influence. Such trifles meant nothing to you. All that mattered was the opinion of Teclis, who could end your bitter exile with just a few words. And so you have chosen to travel to Nuln with the Imperial army, determined to win the favor of the High Lawmaster at any cost. If that meant protecting Magnus from his enemies and rebuilding the ravaged human empire, then that is what you will do. It was an age of lawlessness and despair, a time of dark magic, treachery, and war. It is a night made for witchery and evil deeds. And across the city, guardsmen clutch their weapons tightly and count the hours until the dawn. Sleep is hard to come by on a night such as this. The air is tense, and memories of the battle at Kislev leave you restless and on edge. Suddenly, a peal of thunder shatters the stillness, followed by a howling wind that shakes the tower to its foundations. Foul magic curdles the air, and screams echo in the courtyard outside. The tower is under attack.
There is sorcery in the air. I can feel it.
Okay. But I need one more, one more second. Again. I'm back. Hi Courtney. No, it's just my cat was screaming a lot. Not even a phone call. Leave the dormitory.
Ungors! The tower is under attack. They're here for Magnus. I've got to stop them.
X-Chi missile. Cast a projectile that creates a fire explosion on impact. I don't know. maybe she was just bored. I wanted to play Tsushima, but I haven't downloaded update. So maybe tomorrow. Can I use a sword, by the way? He doesn't cast magic with a staff. His staff and sword just disappear when he casts magic. It's okay if you wanna play this nerd games. Yeah, it's based on Warhammer. This game is based on board tabletop Warhammer game.
Thanks, Sigma, you're here. There's monsters everywhere. The tower's being overrun.
It's like the game I played a week ago or 2 weeks ago. But that was Warhammer 40,000 about the future. This one is fantasy Warhammer.
I can see that, you fool. Where is Magnus?
Upstairs in the throne room. There's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
Even if I don't have a sword equipped, he still has sword, and it looks the same. I can see the appeal to playing tabletop games now, because you can really see people in person, but I would rather play a board game on an actual board. But skill points. When you level up, your character gains new skills. Yeah. I'm not a true Warhammer fan. I don't play board games, or I don't collect miniature figurines. I understand why people like it, why they play tabletop board games. I'm not totally sure how do you call them. I need to read Wikipedia in English. I like video games, like Warhammer video games, based on Warhammer, like this one. Yeah, fake Warhammer fan. Not a true fan. I don't collect figurines. Elantier's archetype ability is Ether Manipulation. By pressing space, he uses the skill to control the position of various persistent spells. I see.
As you reach the throne room, the air seethes with foul magics. The Chaos Sorceress stands before the throne, and Magnus, the savior of the Empire, is caught within her spell. Shouting a challenge, you prepared your counterspells. But the enemy struck first. By the time you regain your senses, the battle is over. The Sorceress is gone, leaving you and Magnus for dead. The shouts of angry men fill the throne room. But these are not guardsmen. They are witch hunters, the Empire's feared inquisitors, led by none other than the infamous Heinrich Voss. You are under arrest for the murder of the Emperor Magnus, Voss declares. You try to tell him about the sorceress, but Voss refuses to listen. I see no sorceress here, he shouts. Only you and a room full of dead men. Confess your crimes, elf, Voss threatens. We will have the truth from you one way or another. After a week in the dungeons, you'll tell me everything I want to know. But before the witch hunter could make good on his threat, a commanding voice filled the room. Stop this madness at once! This is the work of chaos, Teclis says. Sorcery of the darkest kind. Teclis examines Magnus in silence. He lives, thank the gods, the High Elf says at last. But he is in the grip of a powerful curse. It is only a matter of time before he succumbs. No one outside this room must know what happened here. If the people learn that Magnus has fallen, then everything he fought for will have been for nothing. The fate of the Empire lies in our hands. We must find this sorceress and end the curse before it's too late. If Magnus dies, the Empire dies with him.
What an epic voice actor. Yeah. And the music is also epic.
There are dark and terrible forces at work in the city. If we are to find the sorceress and defeat her, we must confront the dark cult that has taken root in Nuln and expose its secret master.
Now the atmosphere is suddenly super chill.
Command me, High Lore Master. I will show these humans the might of Azure.
Your courage does you credit, young prince, but do not underestimate your foes. They are more treacherous than you can imagine. The attack on the tower came from the sewers that stretch beneath the city. So long as the enemy controls the tunnels surrounding the tower, our position here is vulnerable. Your first task is simple. Enter the tunnels and drive the cultists back from the tower. Kill everything in your path, but beware. There is no telling what foul things await you in the darkness.
It's usually just kill everything in this kind of games. Enter the sewers. Mhm. Invasions. Addition. Isn't it just gold? What is that? Ah, gold crowns. I know this other guy who's really into Warhammer and D&D. He asked me if I wanted to play with him a while back, and I told him that I don't have much experience with MMOs, special role-playing games. He wanted to play with you some multiplayer RPG or Dungeons and Dragons. I have no experience with Dungeons and Dragons. I have read. Yeah, which one? I have read a lot of books, but I have never played. None of my friends ever played like Dungeons and Dragons. D&D, yeah, I have no experience. It's rather difficult, I guess, complicated for newcomers. Unless someone explains every step for a long time. You should be really into it to play it. But MMOs are easy. MMORPG, that's easy. You don't need to know anything. You don't need to learn rules, read books. You just download the game and, like in this one, just run around and kill enemies. But the real Dungeons and Dragons, when you play in person, that's difficult. Suddenly a lot of enemies. Fragment? What is that? Kinda quiet. Items. D&D is rather popular nowadays, I think. Like even some popular actors play it, or at least they say they play it. I cannot prove. This was like a year ago, and I had no experience with voice talking on Discord, and he convinced me to try, and I didn't know it was gonna be a group call. All these other dudes who have played it for years. I was someone who didn't have any idea how to play it. It was really embarrassing. Yeah, I can imagine. I have seen some people stream it, how they play D&D together. And I couldn't understand much because I have no idea how to play it. So yeah, that would be awkward. Oh, new enemy? Now I got some amulet, health drain, Craze, mage bracers, armor, maximum health. Yeah, I have twice as much health now. Mage boots, rings. I've never played this game before, but it's almost like Diablo, almost the same. Not much different. So I kinda know what to do. Basic skills. I need level 8. Mm-hmm. God skills. Cast a fiery totem that explodes after a few seconds. It doesn't require any level, just skill points. I didn't wind up talking to that dude for about 6 months. He thought I was mad at him, which I kinda was. As heads up would have been helpful. That was also when my friend from high school passed away, and he obviously didn't know that I was just gone for that amount of time. He just thought I was pissed off at him. I see. Trigger a powerful fire explosion that creates a number of persistent particles. Let's see. Can I use this one? Ready? Skill points 6. I have 13? No. I guess it's god skills. It must be high level skills. But I'm not sure. No, I have a teleport now. A few of my friends played this game. They didn't like it. And I watched a bit of it on stream a year ago. I did have a few good convos with him on Discord after that. He was actually the person who helped me that his stream. I see. Now you have experience talking to other people online. Voice chat. I cannot say I will ever get used. I guess I will never get used. That's just my type of character trait. A trait of character. I have talked a lot in voice chats, but I never got used. It's always awkward. I can feel alright talking in voice chat only with the school friends, because I have known them for a very, very long time. So unless I know you for 15 years, at least, that will be awkward. That's all? I'm back from sewers? That was all?
I have scattered the vermin from the tunnels, High Lord Master, and driven them deeper into the sewers. The tower is safe, but I sense our enemies gathering in even greater numbers deep within the earth.
I do not doubt it. The servants of Nurgle flourish in darkness and filth. Our battle against the cult has only just begun. You handled the situation well, young prince. Return to me when you are ready for your next task.
That's a given every time I voice chat with someone. I always get shy just because I'm not used to communicating with people this way. See Teclis in his chambers. Yeah, I'm here.
There is grim news from the tower. Voss has learned that a large group of Magnus's guardsmen have gone missing. He believes they might have pursued the cultists into the sewers during the attack.
No doubt they have lost their way in the maze of tunnels. Blind, stumbling fools.
Someone needs to find them and try to get them out. If the cultists haven't trapped them yet, it's only a matter of time.
Locate survivor. There's the whole the stuff you say in person versus the stuff you say online thing. The way I do talk in person, and I can tell when people aren't really being themselves online. And I just don't get it. If I talk in voice chat, I talk the same, almost the same as in person, but if it's a stream, yeah, on stream, that's different. And now I have a phone call. Verbi. Okay. Sorry. Happened, so I was AFK for a long time. You were gone, yeah. Oh, level up. Breath of Fire. Send forth a blast of fire that damages and burns enemies. You also only talk in voice chat in Russian. I talked in English. Not as much. I learned English well enough to speak only a few years ago. I have talked a few times. Yeah, not much.
Am I too weak to use my magic?
But even in Russian, it's very awkward.
My spells need more power.
Yeah, I talked to native speakers. I played a few times, like a board game online with native speakers. I talked to Betharian a few times. We watched Indiana Jones movies online. How long ago was this? When I watched movies with Betharian. I don't know, 2 years ago maybe. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, he's not a native speaker. I said at first I talked to native speakers. And also Betharian as well. But yeah, he's not native speaker.
Am I too weak to use my magic?
Hey Shkaret, hi. Oh, I talked to Adam, or Belial's Spade. I don't know, do you remember him? He was in chat. Guy from Australia. I talked to him recently. In Nine Sisters Discord. Yeah, it's kind of a really Diablo-like game, just in Warhammer universe. It's the same as Diablo, basically. Yeah, you remember him. People with babies. Have you found people to go to dungeon in Final Fantasy? Do they do any damage to me at all? Yeah, they do, just not much. $11 minutes to find a team, but yeah, it's not long, actually. Like in World of Warcraft, like 10 million people played it, and it took me sometimes 20 minutes to find a dungeon. Like so many people played, and it took so much time to find someone. So 11 minutes it's quick. That's quick for me. I'll level up. Interesting. I got this level pretty quickly in comparison to the previous one. Weird. For a long time I got achievement. I wanted someone to make a Diablo-like game in Warhammer universe. So that's the game that I wanted for a long time. But it's not so fun to play so far. Kinda, I don't know. And so far kinda repetitive, simple. There were a few cool cutscenes in the beginning, but now there's no story at all. With free trials not fun because you can't interact with them. Doesn't look bad. UI looks kinda cheap. Maybe. There is also a Diablo-like game in Warhammer 40k universe, but I don't have it. Oh, I actually wanted to play Tsushima today, but I didn't download it, update. I have a very low speed, internet connection speed on PlayStation. And they say they just added a different difficulty setting, but the update waits like 15 gigabytes for no reason. Super slow. Yeah, I download like 1 megabyte a second. That's the speed. Around 1 megabyte at maximum. So 15 gigabyte update, that will take many hours.
Should conserve my energy.
I could change difficulty, but maybe in a hub area. What class are you playing? Final Fantasy, I don't remember. Yeah, what I like most about Final Fantasy, you can level up all the classes on the same character. That's very cool. Skyforge has the same feature. Lancer, and then at 6 I plan to switch to Dancer. Dancer is a expansion class, I think. You need expansions to buy. Yeah, I started to level up quickly for some reason. I guess if I play again, I will play as Arcanist. I think it's called Arcanist or Arcanist. Like a mage with a book and some creatures to summon. Alchemist. And I don't know. Alchemist is a profession class? A craft? It's different. I leveled up what is it called? A class which catches fish. Fisher. Yeah, Arcanist. Or a summoner. I kinda like all the classes. Kinda. But when I have to choose one, I will try to play as a mage with a creature and poison. So summoner Arcanist is perfect. This class has creatures to summon, has poison attacks. But I don't know. I don't know when I will play Final Fantasy. I don't know, remember why I wanted to play as Lancer. Guess wanted to poke everything and didn't want a standard warrior class. They have a Gunbreaker or Gunblade. Some pretty cool warrior, unusual warrior class in a last expansion. Like a warrior with a gun. Yeah. Samurai is also cool. Has some cool combo attacks. That's very useful for when people play only one game. If someone plays only Final Fantasy, you can level up all the classes with the same character. Very convenient. If you cannot choose. Having a skill I haven't tried. Arcane Hail. Send down magical hailstones and have a chance to slow enemies. Generates energy for each enemy hit. I didn't like Elder Scrolls Online at first, but then I embraced the idea that it's not Skyrim, and I actually liked it. It has so much content, like thousands of quests, so many territories to explore. So I like Elder Scrolls Online now as well, just because you have a huge map to explore. It's not Skyrim. Yeah, I thought it will be similar at first. I was disappointed the first time I played it.
Damned cultist lured us into a trap. Tried to fight, but too many of them. Save your breath, human. I'm here to take you back to the tower. They took them. Anyone still able to walk dragged them, screaming, into the darkness. Forget about me. Find the others.
Oh, I tried to play Days Gone. I haven't finished Days Gone. Only the first 2 locations, and there are like 5. I tried to play it after Tsushima. It's so much worse now. Like, even how it runs on PlayStation. Tsushima looks much better. And for some reason it has like a better resolution and better FPS on PlayStation. So even though Days Gone looks not as cool, it runs pretty poorly now in comparison. What? The money fell below, or that was glitching? Oh, yeah, I got a lot of stuff which I didn't use. I level up quickly right now, so there is no real reason to spend much time learning which item is better. Just equip it. I need to sell it.
I found the lost soldiers, High Lord Master, but it was too late. They had blundered into an ambush and most had been killed. The cultists took the rest.
The men were alive when they were taken?
So I was told. What will the cult do with the prisoners?
Not prisoner. Sacrifices. Offerings to the Lord of Pestilence in exchange for more power. We must do everything we can to prevent this. Go and make whatever preparations you require. Then return to me as soon as you are ready.
Visit the Collector's Guild. What? Now visit Teclis? The nation? The Collector's Guild is a guild that collects, sorts, and categorizes all kinds of items. You can give any item you no longer need to the guild, which gradually increases your reputation with it. The guild does not sell items, but will offer you unique reward each time you increase your reputation. You have unlocked new appearances. Let's give it all away.
There is no time to waste. Even as we speak, the cultists could be preparing to sacrifice their captives. We cannot let them succeed.
Consider it done, High Lord Master. You may count on me.
The enemy will do everything in their power to keep you from reaching the captives in time. Choose your battles wisely, young prince, and make haste.
This looks pretty. Yeah, the best part, in my opinion, the best part of Warhammer is not the story, it's just kind of design of things, like how it looks, the style and design, especially in Warhammer 40k. If they ever make a movie or a TV series, I hope they make it look cool. Like it doesn't have a very elaborate cool story, but it's very stylish. And this place is made pretty cool. All the how do you call it in English? Glass pictures. I have been thinking of asking that dude to play a game with, though maybe it's the quarantine talking. You mean you wanted to try D&D again? Or something else? Oh, you can even go down here. It's the Emperor. He was wounded. Now looks like the priests try to sustain him alive. Another game. There are also pictures here. Some human priest, warrior priest, and Chaos Marauder. I have a Warhammer book. It has the same cover as this picture, just exactly the same. Apparently there is no open world. I use the same entrance every time to get into sewers. Not only in sewers, I use the same entrance to get to every quest.
I should conserve my energy.
You saved my life. Maybe one day I'll do the same for you.
rarely enough is those American. I mean, like, you usually talk to people from like, different countries. He's one of the many few from my own country I talk to. There is a reason for that. There must be some boss fight soon. Should be. I have 6 minutes left to save prisoners. I have found only one. I have some problems.
I should conserve my energy.
I don't like thinking nationally. Very toxic way of thinking. So I talk with other people from other countries. They have a more international way of thinking. I don't understand any of this. You mean what Courtney wrote? Or are you joking? What is a national thinking? I guess, as far as I understand, it's like I know some people in Russia, for example, who have never talked to anyone from other countries. So their whole life they have been talking to only people from Russia, only in Russian. They have never watched movies from other countries. And they have very narrow point of view on the world. So I guess that's it. Oh, maybe that's the boss. Chaosbane.
My spells need more power.
Exactly what I said, yeah. I understand. Like, right now I'm not looking specifically for people from other countries. Some time ago, a few years ago, for a while I was looking to find some streamers who speaks English. When I learned the English well enough to understand it and speak it.
Am I too weak to use my magic?
Yeah, I'll show. I have a timer on a quest. I can fail the quest. So in a second.
I won't. You saved my.
You saved my...
Yeah. That's the inventory. Oh, it pauses the game. Okay. Yeah, items drop. They drop. But I just quickly pick them up. There is only like a helmet, armor, weapons, pants, boots, bracers, and amulet, rings. Yeah, I have a few. 10 items. I guess Diablo or Path of Exile has maybe more. Or maybe Path of Exile has kinda the same amount of items. There are 5 classes. I chose a mage, but I wanted to also maybe try an elf archer, like a wood elf scout. There is also a soldier and 2 dwarves, a dwarf engineer and a dwarf layer with the 2-handed weapons. So far I get levels pretty quickly. So I just quickly change items. Don't even read. There is no reason to read it when you finish when you change clothes every 5 minutes. I have a lot of skills. Quite a lot. I will read it a bit later when I open more. I have a new one, by the way. Blinds in Light. Cast a magical explosion that repels and slows enemies. I also have some stones, but I don't know how to check out what these stones do. Red stones, green stones, I don't know. I have 4 minutes left to save the rest. You have acquired an improved skill. Привет, Ванин. Привет. Я хотел в Сушиму поиграть, но не скачал обновление. Вот начал Warhammer. Диабло подобный. You see, there are some items. Mage Blade, Amulet.
I won't.
But you need to hold the Alt button to show it. Or otherwise, you don't see what items fall, drop to the ground. Там написано, что на Сушиму вышла новая сложность. Типа, новый уровень сложности. И все. Ну и баги там какие-то. Ничего нового, просто баги, новый уровень сложности. Но он весит 15 гигов. А у меня на PlayStation очень медленно качается. Так что я бы еще часа бы 2 не начал стрим. Новая сложность, новые баги. Okay, that's the last one. And I have 2 minutes left.
Perfection requires patience.
Ну да, 2. Там теперь их всего, наверное, 5.
You saved my life. Maybe one day I'll do the same for you.
Суперсложно звучит интересно. Но я, наверное, останусь на теперь предпоследней. Она была последняя. Теперь, получается, будет предпоследняя. Наверное, не останусь. Вряд ли там для супер сложно есть какие-то ачивки. А тогда быстрее будут убивать. Ты быстрей. Но там и так быстро. Я там многих с одного удара убиваю. А если если не нужно броню пробивать, то там с 2, как бы и так быстро. Самое долго бывает там 3. Вроде из того, что я видел в Assassin's Creed последних, там намного дольше. На высоких уровнях сложности. Там наоборот нужно мобов ковырять. А, ты видел Black Desert, новый класс? Я удивлен. Что они так до сих пор классы быстро выпускают? Ну да, в реальности, наверное, с одного удара бы я лег. Так что более аутентично. Сашин, типа убийца. Return to Tackless. Tower of Chaos, Boss Rush, Relic Hunt, Trade. That's all closed for now. I have only donation opened. Tutorial said when you donate enough items, you get some reputation. Reputation reward, 1000 gold crowns. Tomes of knowledge. Thank you for your good work. Here is a little reward. Окей. Выходит новый класс и полностью ломается тот еле дышащий баланс, который правили 7 месяцев. Люблю БДО. Да, вообще нереально баланс поддерживать с таким количеством классов разных. Буду ждать Crimson Desert. Интересно, как они будут параллельно развиваться. Или на Black Desert забьют. Я все еще хочу Black Desert поиграть нормально когда-нибудь. Но нормально в том смысле просто, чтобы все локации поисследовать. Типа там, ну, не серьезно играть, а просто локации посмотреть.
The captives have been freed, just as I said they would. Not a single human was sacrificed.
You have done well. The Chaos Gods withhold their gifts from those who fail them. This will weaken their cult and increase our chances for victory. Now is the time to press our advantage. Return to me as soon as you are ready, and I will have a new task for you.
Я вот не понял, на Xbox был анонс, ну, на конференции Xbox был анонс нового, как он там, Fantasy Star Online, нового. Я хотел попробовать второй Fantasy Star Online. Хотел попробовать только недавно. А тут заанонсили новый. Как они будут их параллельно развивать тоже. Как EverQuest. Ну, такое бывает. EverQuest первый все еще живет. К первой части выходит аддоны. И ко второму тоже. В угоду темпом развития проектов БДО поломали первые пару локаций. Куча квестовых цепочек. А я помню, я заходил на пару дней, когда он только вышел. И в прошлом году заходил на пару дней. Пробовал классы новые. Этим закончилось тем, что я их просто пробовал. Да, там 30 уровня где-то. Там было по-другому игралось. Что они там переделали, да. Вначале. Да, там быстро скипается. Ну, это, по сути, ты можешь за день проскочить. Быстро все там до более высоких уровней. Если хочешь квесты смотреть, то получается ты будешь делать квесты, которые тебе не актуальны вообще. Тебя не интересуют. Ну, как в Вове сейчас тоже там можно скипнуть будет. Все старое до нового аддона. А если тебя интересуют старые квесты какие-то, ты будешь их просто так делать, без какой-либо награды. Bloodlust unlocked. Speak with Teclis. What? He was just here. I have a quest to speak with him. And he disappeared. Great. Донат, ну да. Ну, это для тех, кто реально хочет играть. Maybe he's a busy man. I have a quest to speak with him and he just disappears in front of my eyes. That's not cool. That was rude. Now I have to look for him again.
Since the attack, we have been on the defensive, reacting to the enemy's plans. That ends now.
Ну, Black Desert меня это, донат, все это как бы вряд ли когда-либо будет касаться. Мне это касалось, к примеру, в Lost Ark. Мне понравился Lost Ark. Просто Lost Ark же он называется. Типа Диабло-подобная корейская игра. Но там, как оказалось, нужно очень много гриндить. Чтобы успевать за всеми, там нужно было целый день сидеть. Так что я не стал.
We must seek out and destroy the cult's source of power if we are to end its reign of terror here in Nuln.
Of course, High Lord Master. But how shall we find it?
The cult must have camps scattered throughout the sewers. Find one and capture its leader. He will tell us what we need to know.
Again to the sewers? Again? Really? Simple amulet. Simple. And it has a gold frame. It's not so simple. Find the Chaos Camp. I hope that's a new location. Наиграл полтора часов. Но при этом был среднячком. Эта игра сама по себе классность, не рандом. Но я понимаю, я представляю хорошо, как она выглядит. Я 2 года играл в Perfect World. Серьезно, 2 года. Так что я знаю, как корейские и китайские игры выглядят на высоком уровне. 1,5К, 2К часов это, конечно, очень много. Таких в ММО типа Варкрафта там можно за пару сотен часов быть прям топ. Заплатил там за месяц подписку, и ты за пару сотен часов уже вообще топ одета там. ПВП, и все нормально, можешь ходить. Там не понадобится гриндить, конечно, донатить. Но там подписка плотная. Так что я представляю, какая БДО, да. Поэтому я не питаю надежд в нее играть сильно. Так только посмотреть. Просто какой контент в игре есть. По территориям полазить. ПВПшиться. У меня там, конечно, не получится никаким образом. Конечно. Мне чё... Elder Scrolls Online зашел весной. Неожиданно. Потому что я только начал играть, и через пару дней я мог нормально ПВПшиться. Я поиграл пару дней, и мне давали противников на ПВП, с которыми у меня был шанс выиграть легко. Не надо было качаться долго, ничего. Сразу ПВП нормально получилось. Меня поэтому подзатянуло. Hating people being busy with other stuff either than what I need. Yeah, I had to talk with him. That's important. Sewers aren't so bad, just ask Mario. I would prefer they would give me new locations every quest. Running around the same places are not as cool, isn't it? Да, там в Тесса боевка, все это ни о чем. Но там не нужно гриндить ничего. Значит, заходишь в игру, играешь чуть-чуть и уже можешь побеждать. Казуальная. А по ощущениям боевка, да, очень... Не очень. Это же такие же эти отродья хаоса, как в Верминтайде. Один из боссов точно такой же. В Верминтайде. А в Верминтайде там что же эти нурглиты вроде в основном? Там же колдуны в Верминтайде например, в конце первого акта. Там же колдун из Нургл. Да, такие все. Может, они в DLC добавят этих. Хотя вряд ли они в Сланэше добавят кого-нибудь. А вдруг? I have some ultimate ability or something now. I don't know yet. Понять, как работают типы защиты, как работает контроль, спецэффекты. Подобрать комбинации, понимать, как работает класс противника. Ну, это как в этом. Ну, как файтинг, да. То есть, как-то, если ты хочешь играть в файтинг на про уровне. Знать всех персонажей, знать, сколько у них там секунд анимации длятся. Всякое. Только в БДО ты не просто заходишь и дерешься онлайн. Тебе нужно для этого еще пару тысяч часов раскачать экипировку. Так что да. БДО PvP я никогда не поиграю. Максимум только локации посмотреть и мобов побить. You can unleash your character's bloodlust by pressing a... I don't know how it's called in English, this button. When the bloodlust gauge is full, collect the red orbs that appear when enemies die to heal yourself and replenish your bloodlust. Bloodlust. I got achievement. I see. So I get a new special super skill. I got 2 achievements. %45% руглитов, 45 скебинов и 10 зверолюдей. А зверолюди... Я когда играл весной, зверолюди были только на одной карте. Они вообще появляются в других местах? Или они только на своей карте на одной? Давайте прям персонажа, на них можно побегать, по PvP-шиться. А, там же выходил этот Battle Royale на движке БДО, да? И что-то типа такого. Какой-то. I can't even tell what the button is. It's called tilde in Russian. I'm not sure what's it's called in English. Is it? Maybe if I'm not mix it up. It could be called swing dash. Dictionary says it's maybe called swing dash. Maybe. Or maybe tilde. Need to Google it. Ну что, поповишься на слотах, в настоящей арене, БГ, осадах нужно долго играть. Да. Зверолюди спавнится на любых локах, если с DLC. Я понял, да. Почему я их не видел, наверное.
Perfection requires patience. My spells need more power.
Все разработчики сказали, что они Warhammer 40 тысяч, ну, в игре их новой, будут также много уделять времени ближнему бою. Да, было бы неплохо это. Такими цепными мечами побегать. Интересно, какие там классы будут вообще. Там будут просто какие-то нонейм солдаты. Или тоже, как в Верминтайде, 5 разных классов персонажей с историей. Типа там имперский солдат, второй инквизитор, третий там еще какой-нибудь. Ну да, интересно. Я так понимаю, как космодесанта там не будет. That button, yeah, it's called the same. Tilde. Tilde. Silent E. Tilde. Огнеметчик, обычный гвардеец, плазмоганщик, пулеметчик. А, типа все имперские солдаты, только разделенные по классам оружия. это будет немного печально. Типа они будут все бэкграундом и с виду похожи. Все-таки в Верминтайде там они довольно разнообразные. Дворф, эльф, люди. Разные совсем. Аугрин с дробовиком и тесаком. Ну да, там так можно придумать много чего. Там больше лора даже, чем Fantasy Battles. Там могут быть и какие-нибудь псайкеры, колдуны типа. Да, и вот мутанты, эти, Адептус Механикус. Острые битвы есть. Но, наверное, им будут. Вряд ли они будут. Они, наверное, на уровне космодесанта. Я вроде видел, что по Warhammer 40 тысяч Диаблоподобная игра получше, чем вот это. То есть по Warhammer Fantasy Battles Vermintide был лучше, а по 40 тысяч, похоже, на Vermintide была хуже. А вот с этой наоборот. Диаблоподобная здесь похуже, чем про Инквизитора. Там вроде лучше. Но я еще не пробовал. Мученик лучше. Chaosbane. Да, это ощущается. Именно играть не так даже прикольно, как старый Диабло. Ну, старый даже, третий, который вышел уже лет 8 назад. В него даже повеселей. Здесь ты типа находишься в хабе в одном, и из него телепортируешься в одни и те же канализации.
I smell elf flesh! Kill the unbeliever!
Beastman Chieftain, the first boss? Maybe. Это я еще не дошел до талантов, скиллов. Ну, тут точно хуже, чем Path of Exile. Ну, по прокачке там, по рунам, талантам. Здесь по-любому хуже, чем Path of Exile. Там больше билдов в 100 раз. Ну а дизайн крутой тем, что просто Warhammer. У них готовый материал был.
My spells need more power.
Nurgle rot, you elf! May the Lord of Pestilence turn your guts to slime!
Your twisted god cannot save you, beast man. Now stop your bleating, or I'll show you the true meaning of pain.
Leave the sewers. Там вроде имперские гвардейцы, а в Верминтайде все разные расы. Поэтому разнообразие куда больше. Ну да. В Верминтайде бы еще высших эльфов. Ну тут вот, блин, в Chaosbane лазят высшие эльфы нормально так. В имперском городе лазит высший эльф. Что в Верминтайде мешает тогда сделать Один из классов высшего эльфа. Например. Ну да, всегда можно запороть. How can they smell that we're an unbeliever? I don't know. Ну да, я думал, типа, если у рыцаря Рубера профа это бретонец, то есть из другой страны, может, Кириллиан будет высший эльф.
My spells need more power.
Рубера еще можно было бы сделать кислевитом. Там очень много. Можно было бы сделать, по крайней мере, по дизайну. Было бы прикольно. Кислево. Я все ждал, когда Total War Warhammer сделают кислев. И вот так и не сделали. Странно. Добавили вампиров, пиратов. Уже вообще. А кислев нет. А противников в Верминтаде еще бы можно тоже было сделать кучу. Там всякая нежить. Нежить с вампирами разные. Хоть темных эльфов.
I have a prisoner for you, High Lord Master. An Ungor, taken from one of the camps in the sewers below.
Leave him to me. I'll have the answers I seek, one way or another. Return to me when you are ready. All will be made clear then.
Ну эти, катайцы там, арабы. У них же нету армий в настолке никаких вроде. В Китае. Про них информации толком нет, вроде бы. Просто что типа они существуют там, но... Сложно их, наверное, сделать. Ну, какая-то там инфа есть, да, в книгах. Но про них очень мало по сравнению с другими. Я помню вот про Женевьеву, вампирессу. Там был катаец. Какой-то колдун. You can access your personal stash from the dormitory. Again, I forgot I have tons of items. Пока так быстро уровни прокачиваются в начале, то все вещи лучше и лучше, даже выбирать нет смысла, просто заменять. Я читал сейчас по Warhammer 40 тысяч. Это Фехервари. Фамилия сложная. Фехервари. Короче, инфернальный реквием называется. Там про сестер битв. Необычно. Довольно хорошая книга. Необычный взгляд на Warhammer. Он написан в стиле как будто какой-нибудь фильмы, книги ужасов. В стиле «Звонок» там или такие типа психологические. Немного осталось дочитать. Energy regeneration is increased while static. Consuming energy heals all players. Никак не возьми за Маликита. You have access to ancient tomes of knowledge. All experience gains are increased. That I got it because I donated items. Вечно какие-то аниме-сериал подворачивается. Пойду бахну углерода. Ты смотришь либо сериал на Netflix, Киберпанк ли. Я читал первую книгу полностью, вторую половину. До того, как они вышли. Вроде смотрибельно. Смотрибельно. Надо. Может, когда-нибудь. Смотрю потом. Когда подзабуду. Душе. Давай, удачи. I have only 2 points available. I guess I can change any skills for now. Unless I get rid of some. Maybe, for example, if I get rid of this skill, I can take this one. Yeah, I see how it works like. This is your personal stash. You can store items in it and share them between your different characters. BRB for a second. I'm back again.
Fortune is with us. The Ungor required very little persuasion to turn on his human allies. The creature says the leader of the cult is a man named Friedrich Kessler, and has offered to lead us directly to the cult's shrine, located deep within the sewers.
How can we trust him?
This has nothing to do with trust. If there is one thing that all followers of Chaos have in common, it's supreme self-interest. They will betray anyone and anything in order to protect themselves. Faced with certain death, the monster will not hesitate to turn on his former friends.
I see. And what's to stop him from doing the same to us?
At the moment, the Ungor fears you more than he fears the cult. I suggest you keep it that way.
Descend into sewers. Again, I have been going to sewers for a few hours.
What is the meaning of this?
Rise! Spawn of Nurgle! Slay the unbeliever for the glory of the Plague God!
It must be the best they've got for the sewers. I must be the only one. They don't have anyone else at all. I just noticed it's not only has more damage, it also burns enemies. Now leave the sewers. Okay. Diablo was better, at least because it had more locations. Like you kind of progress. When you progress in the story, you go to a new place. And now here I'm just hanging around the same sewers the whole time. When you were little, how did you learn the basics of Russian? I don't know. I don't remember even like almost anything from being so little young. I don't know. I guess just listening how parents speak. when parents try to speak with their children, they somehow learn the language. I don't know. Didn't learn the alphabet in kindergarten? Maybe? I don't remember much from kindergarten times. I remember some like flashbacks. I remember something. I cannot say if I learned it in kindergarten or somewhere else. I got some other achievement. A new skill. Oh, something yellow. The yellow items are cool. Are there any rules to the Russian language that is different to English? There must be. That just depends what do you mean exactly. There are some things in Russian language which doesn't even exist in English. So the rules are different.
The Ungor deceived us. He led me into a layer of Chaosbane, knowing he would be the first to die.
Like what? For example, like every word has a gender. There are 3 genders. Like neutral, male, female, and all the words have genders and they change in the sentence because of that. Or you mean something else? Like, you mean something different? For example.
I had not expected this. No mere human cult could command such loyalty from an Ungor.
How can that be?
It's a bit similar to German. German has genders. Anything. There are a lot of different rules. In this case, there are a lot of different stuff.
I do not know. And that troubles me.
Like English is like analytic language. Russian is synthetic language. So it changes. The ending of the words in Russian changes a lot, depending on the sentence. Like English has a lot of I forgot all the words. Wait a second. Prepositions. Yeah. I think preposition. English has a lot of prepositions. Like of, on, in, at. And in Russian language, usually it's made by the ending of the word. You change a word itself if you mean something different. You don't use prepositions as much as in English. Like in English it will be apple or of apple. And in Russian, instead of before apple, you changed the last o to a. So the last letter of the word changes, but you don't use a preposition. So there are a lot of different rules that will take a lot of time to explain. Or you wanted to ask something different?
If the servants of chaos would sooner die than give up their secrets, then we must find another way to reach their hidden shrine.
A sensible course of action. What do you suggest?
Polish is the same. Polish and Russian are the same, just a bit different. Teach me your witchcraft ways.
Heinrich Voss has more experience with these chaos cults than anyone else in Nuln. Speak with him. Perhaps he knows a way to obtain the information we seek.
I'd sooner turn the pompous fool into a pile of ash.
What was that?
Nothing, High Lord Master. I'm sure Witch Hunter Voss will be happy to help.
You wanna learn Russian? Or just asking? For no reason. Speak to Voss.
You were lucky to survive the Ungor's trap, Lord Elontir. Only a fool trusts the word of a servant of chaos.
The music is loud right now.
Have you been spying on me, Witch Hunter?
Uncovering secrets is part of my trade. I have eyes and ears in every corner of the Empire.
Yet you knew nothing about a chaos cult gathering strength right under your very nose.
I haven't time to waste on idle chatter. What do you want?
High Lord Master Teclis believes that there is a shrine to Nurgle hidden somewhere in the sewers. He wonders if you might know how to find it.
Cultists often hide their secrets in symbols etched onto their flesh. Look for elaborate tattoos on any cultists you find. Concealed in the lines may be the location of the shrine.
And if I bring you such a cultist, you'll be able to decode these tattoos?
I only need the tattoo. The cultist is of no use to me.
I mean, trying to say anything in Russian. I know some phrases and saying aren't going to be direct translation, and I wonder why it can't be a direct translation. Why some sayings don't have a direct translation? Like old sayings, they are translated on the meaning. Like you do not translate the saying literally. You just translate the meaning of it. And if a different language has the same has the same saying which has the same meaning, but it looks different, you just use it. You don't translate it. You just use a saying in another language which has the same meaning. Because otherwise, if you translate it literally, it will be even more confusing. I was learning some English sayings, Latin sayings, some time ago. You mean like there is an English? I just googled. There is an English saying, "Don't make a mountain out of an ant hill." But there is the same in Russian, but they use not a mountain, an ant hill. They use a fly and an elephant. Like, don't make an elephant out of a fly. So you see, it's basically the same meaning. Like, don't make a huge problem out of a small one. Find the cultist leader. Oh, new level. A new skill. Tornado. Sentence structure. The order of the words in a sentence sometimes doesn't matter. Not always, but usually it doesn't matter. Like, I love you, you can say in any order, like love you, I love I you. But that's because of падежи. I don't know if it has an English word for that. Падеж. Prepositional degree. Maybe. No. Prepositional degree is one of the things. Yeah, there is no even... Apparently there is even no word for that. But yes, there is no word for that. Like I can teach English to Russians because I can explain English rules in Russian, but I cannot teach Russian language to English speakers because I cannot right now I cannot explain Russian rules in English. Oh well. I can even teach some basic Japanese in Russian. But I would not be able to teach Russian and Japanese. One day, maybe. If I will continue learning English. Describe. You don't know German. I could explain it. It's the same stuff in German, but you don't know. And I don't know French. For example, the genitive, like one of the падеж, one of the is genitive, like a genitive case in English. It's like when you want to say something belongs to something, someone. It's genitive, right? Now there are like 6 different in Russian different situations, and they change. Like you need to learn it to know how to change the ending of the word. You tell me this Russian word, but you can't teach me Russian sentences. Now, I can teach you a Russian sentence. Like some simple sentences. I can try. Just give me an example of what kind of a sentence you want to learn.
Kill the unbeliever! Tear him apart!
That's the worst enemy so far. Kind of a... like a... slime, snail, worm, human. flies to Vladivostok to learn Russian. That's what you're doing right now? Or that's the sentence? You wanna know? I think London is closer. I believe London or Paris is closer to me than Vladivostok. It will take more time to get to this town than to London. Funny. New skill. Yeah, it must be cheaper.
The witch hunter had better be right about this tattoo.
I mean mainly poetry, like translating poetry from the languages to the other. Poetry is like super difficult level of translating. Like I would start trying to translate poetry only when you know the language super well, like very advanced. When you can read books when you can read books in Russian, like no prose, standard books and newspaper without mistakes at all, then you can start poetry. It's super difficult, to my opinion.
I have done as you said, witch hunter. Here is the tattoo. Tell me what it says.
The symbols should not be difficult to decipher. Return to High Lore Master Teclis when you're ready. I shall have the location for you then.
For me, like to translate a few sentences from poem from English into Russian would take hours. A long time to find the special words that rhyme together and somehow still have the same meaning sense. And I would not be able to translate from Russian to English a poem. Like, no way. I don't know. I don't know English that well. That's difficult. At least for me.
Fortune is with us, young prince. Voss has deciphered the cultist map and discovered the location of their shrine.
The timing could not be better. I have consulted the archives, and the signs point to a propitious time for the Lord of Pestilence. Kessler and his cult will be gathering in the depths to perform their obscene rites.
So yeah, I can explain you simple sentences, or if you wanna know how to say in Russian something simple, like I love you or I live in USA. I can explain, yeah. But poems, that's difficult. Do I consider it to be the best authors, like the best Russian poem writers?
Good. I will burn them to ash, and this conspiracy will be at an end.
Killing the cultists isn't enough, Elantir. There will always be weak-willed souls willing to serve the ruinous powers. If we are to break the cult's power, we must also capture Friedrich Kessler, as well as any chaos relics he possesses. Only then will Nuln be free from Nurgle's grasp.
Reach the cultist shrine. Oh wait, tons of items. Yeah, also yellow, golden mage trousers. I have 2 golden items. Totally, that would get me. Oh, if I visit Russia, just get off the plane and tell everyone I see I believe them, I love them. You need to start with something. At least that's how I learn languages. I need to start with something the most simple. Oh, new reputation level. Nice. I mean, basically just simple sentences, which consist of 3 words at maximum. You were asking about the best authors. Let me Google Wikipedia pages. I can link to you in English. That's English pages for 3 different, one of the most famous poets in Russia, like Yesenin, Mayakovsky, and Blok. block. They are maybe the most famous. There are also a few women novels and ink as well. Akhmatova and Tsvetaeva, also very famous poets or poetresses. Or maybe that's the word I just made up. Poetress. Have a new skill, clean up team. A team works tirelessly to build up your wealth. You receive more gold. Can I get any new skills? Direct Tornado. Cast a magical tornado that damages and repels enemies that gets in its way. Let's try maybe this one. Oh, I don't have enough points. I need one more point. There is a picture of his corpse. In English Wikipedia. Weird. I'm in a funeral. Yeah. Oh, even corpse, I see. In a hotel room. Is it a Russian one? Yeah, it's a Russian version of it as well. Yeah. If you never, have you ever heard of Yesenin before? He's like for people here, he's like the second or the third most famous writer everybody knows of. Like everyone, believe me, every person in Russia knows him pretty well, because everyone has to learn his poems in school by heart and his biography. You may try to find some documentaries on YouTube. He has unusual life. Reach the cultist shrine. Am I even in the right place? A writer kinda needs a unusual life inspiration. Yeah. But not every writer has very eventful life. Oh, new level. Can I get a new skill now? Wait, I could get it even earlier, right? I'm just bad at math. Yeah. Why there is a statue of a dwarf in the sewers of a human town? Was it built by dwarves? Nurgle Mutalith. No boss fight? That's the creature I saw on stream a year ago. And the guy was fighting this creature for a long time. But I kill it quickly right now.
My magic is not ready yet.
That's strange. I think I saw on stream someone was killing this creature for like half an hour. Maybe that was a higher difficulty. Lightness South Brazier. He committed suicide, but his body has marks on it that don't look like that. Yeah, there are a lot of documentaries about what really happened. Speculations, maybe someone killed him. This mission must be the end of the first act. I'm pretty sure when I finish it, the second act starts. So maybe each act has like one location. But basically the first act has sewers. I wonder how many levels they have. Level 36. 49. Maybe 50 levels.
spells need more power.
That's the last one. So I can proceed. Huh. I guess that was a dwarf town before. Maybe dwarves died or went somewhere. Humans lived on top of it. Dwarves in this game has cool architecture. Huge statues on the ground.
Behold, brothers and sisters, the Eye of Argoth. Lord Nurgle is pleased at Magnus's fall, and he has favored me with his blessing.
Me, Ibetharian. I'm playing a Diablo-like game, almost like Diablo, but in Warhammer universe. Who is considered to be the most controversial?
Asavar Kul is dead, but soon a new Chaos Lord will rise to take his place. All hail the Lord of Pestilence!
I don't know. I guess I would need to Google. I'm not sure which one is the most controversial. You need sleep? What? What if I just woke up? Kill the cultists. Taking the relics in the chests.
The cult is no more, High Lord Master. The fools were no match for the might of the Azure.
And what of Kessler himself?
He escaped, High Lord Master. I could not stop him. His power was as great as anything we encountered at Kislev.
We have underestimated our foe, High Lawmaster. This is no mere cult leader we're dealing with, but possibly a champion of Nurgle, blessed by the Unclean One itself.
That explains the presence of the Ungors. Kessler has summoned them to form his warband and solidify his power.
Game looks nice, by the way. If you have a chance, if you ever have a chance, maybe try it. I know you like Diablo. Maybe you would like this one. Doesn't have to be from modern time. Can be someone from a long time ago. Yeah, Google says Mayakovsky, one of the second link I sent earlier, Mayakovsky. It was pretty controversial because of the text of his poems, like and his behavior, for example.
What does that tell us?
It says that the cult was the least of our worries. They were nothing more than a means to an end.
By the way, his last name means lighthouse. Mayakovsky, that means lighthouse. But Yesenin, I don't know what it means. Maybe nothing.
We must find Kessler, and quickly. Meet me back at the tower when you are ready to proceed.
Like Tsvetaeva, the poetress I sent earlier as well in a chat. Tsvetaeva. Her last name means flower. Just flower or bloom. Oh, new level. I get some stuff, but I don't know what are those stones, jewels, how to use them. Your god now grants you powerful blessings in exchange for rewards you give as offerings. God skill tree found via the tab of the character menu can be used to upgrade your attributes and acquire powerful skills. To acquire favor, you need to spend 1 favor point. Your maximum favor points total corresponds to your level. F15. That's kinda like Path of Exile, but small version of Path of Exile. But I don't know so far which skills I need, actually. Me? Yeah. I like some folk music. YouTube recommended me this German singer from the 70s. Didn't get her songs published until 2006. That's unusual. YouTube has some weird recommendations sometimes. You can post it here. I will listen to. The last one I listened to, Betharian posted. German metal medieval band. She's very lovely. I will see. Yeah, it's a good band. German language sounds unusual for foreigners. Bathroom is calling me. New skill. So Mouse has a Phantom Blade. What is that? Unleash a 3-strike combo that deals magical damage and repels enemies. Привет, Кост. Здорово. Смотрю, типа Диабло по Warhammer. Это типа точь-точь типа Диабло или Path of Exile, только по вселенной Warhammer. Она попроще, чем Diablo или Path of Exile. Для любителей изометрически бить толпы мобов. Oh, I got a golden sword. Much more damage. Nice. У меня даже много чего еще не открыто. Я даже не могу вещи покупать, продавать. Я получаю... У меня есть золото, вот 26 тысяч. Но я пока на том этапе, что я даже не знаю, как их потратить. Так что я еще мало прошел. Не знаю, что с ними делать. Тут есть где-то 6 актов в сюжете. Потом после сюжета можно, как обычно, как в Диабло, ходить там всякие подземелья рандомные. Есть 5 классов. Всякие воины, лучники, инженеры, маги. Ну и бьешь мобов, ходишь. Grounded. Ну да, это обсидиан. Типа про это. Война с муравьями. Типа кооперативный Tower Defense, да, там вместе отбиваться от врагов, строить.
There is no time to waste, Elantir. A champion of Nurgle is loose beneath the streets of Nuln, and the city is in terrible danger.
Не совсем. Я только видел трейлер как-то. Выживач.
How can this be? Kessler's cult has been destroyed.
A chaos cult is an extension of its master. Most are nothing more than depraved souls dabbling in powers beyond their ken. But Kessler is different. Somehow he learned enough forbidden lore to win Nurgle's blessing and rise to the rank of champion.
Ну да, фильм я видел. Пересечь двор.
I should have guessed the truth when you first fought
Я
the
понял.
Ungors. No human cult could command such loyalty from the Beastmen. They are here to form the Chaos Champions War Band.
Но это необычная игра для них, они обычно RPG делали. Это что-то новое. Посмотрим, что получится. Многие проекты онлайновые быстро гаснут сейчас. Выходит и потом онлайн теряется вообще. Выживают только эти дорогие эти франшизы всякие. Новые Call of Duty. Я хотел поиграть в шутер, типа, по-моему, называется Bleeding Edge. Типа Overwatch вроде, такой шутер с разными персонажами. И там было написано, что недавно там онлайн 20 человек.
They will have been promised blood and flesh in return for their service. Now that the champion has ascended, he must pay their price or risk the wrath of Nurgle. If Kessler unleashes them on the city, the slaughter will be terrible.
Но выглядит очень круто. Но я видел наоборот. Многие пока разочарованы игрой, типа Obsidian делает какую-то фигню. Но, конечно, кому как. Но я в нее не собирался прям так играть ходу. Смотрю. Может, заинтересует.
I have sensed the presence of chaos magic deep in the sewers. Search the area and follow Kessler's trail back to his lair. Once we've found his hidden camp, we will decide what to do next.
Follow Kessler's trail. Okay, this place is better than sewers. So that's the first skill when he uses sword.
Knowledge is power.
Меня больше интересует это, то, что Obsidian анонсировали Vowed. Типа RPG новые. От первого лица. Но она, наверное, очень не скоро выйдет. Года 2-3. А Grounded, ну, не так сильно заинтересовало. I wonder if he will say it every time now. Knowledge is power. У них, видимо, их Microsoft купила. Видимо, у них теперь денег больше и, видимо, людей работает больше. Они делают Grounded, новый RPG, Vowed и DLC для Outer Worlds. Да, Skyrim. Sometimes the fist of the god is power. Yeah, apparently he will say it now every time they cast a spell. Knowledge is power. I need to kill Jabber's slave. That's the Jabber slave.
My magic is not ready yet. My magic is not ready yet.
Almost died the first time.
Knowledge is power.
А я Outer Worlds поиграл часа 3. И пока все не возвращался. А теперь DLC анонсировали. Может теперь DLC ждать.
Knowledge is power.
This enemy just heals quicker than I deal damage. Not fair.
Knowledge is power.
Oh. Funny, I cannot kill it. Finally.
Knowledge is power.
You know, lots of items. So, a new trousers, also golden, or just yellow. I guess that's just yellow. Like, I mean, there is golden even. I thought at first that's like legendary, super cool items if they're yellow, but apparently it's just the second type of items. The first is blue, and then yellow. That's all. It's not so special. Actually.
Perfection requires patience.
Knowledge is power!
I don't know why, but it feels funny every time he says that. I don't know why. New, also, yellow helmet. Oh, I almost missed a chest.
Perfection requires patience. Am I too weak to use
Knowledge is power!
my magic is not ready? I should wait some more. Here is the path that leads to Kessler's lair. I must return to the High Lore Master with the news.
Thanks, developers, that I don't need to go back. They just teleport me. That's good.
I have done it, High Lore Master. Kessler's sorceress trail led to an ancient cavern that connects to the sewers. It's part of a network of caves that run for miles to the west, beyond the edge of the city.
Now we know how the servants of Chaos were getting into the sewers. There's an ancient set of ruins west of the city. Perhaps that is where the enemy's camp is hidden.
I do not doubt it. Prepare yourself. There will be hard fighting ahead. Return to me when you are ready to make your assault.
Again, I have to talk to Teclis again, and he's not here. How rude. Have you ever wanted to go to Vladivostok? Like, not exactly. I wouldn't mind go there, see how it looks, but I don't know if there is anything that interesting in the town that I want to see. I don't mind going to any town, but at the same time I'm not motivated enough. I don't have a strong incentive to go anywhere, really. So I just stay here. yeah, it's been 3 hours and a half. So not so short. I will go for now. Maybe we'll stream Tsushima tomorrow, finally. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Whenever I think of Russian city from 18th, Vladivostok always comes to mind. I think Saint Petersburg would be cooler. It has more old architecture, buildings. It has more cool stuff than Vladivostok. But yeah, if you like, you mean exactly 18th, not 17th. Maybe you're right. But yeah, see you. Maybe see you tomorrow. I'll go for now. Thanks for the poetry recommendation. Yeah, no problem. Have a good evening. Goodbye.